the Filipino people that they are sincere and consistent with their position. Nag-rule na yung COMELEC kahapon and bang, suspended na muna yung signatures. So technically, yung People's Initiative, it shouldn't be taken with malice. It had nothing to do with ill intent, and the photo was just used for propaganda and for political gain. I just feel a little bit slighted by some of the comments of our dear colleagues in the Senate. Alam mo, siguro kalahati sa kanila, I could be wrong with a specific number, used to be congressmen. And when they were congressmen, every speaker that ever sat in this August chamber fought for constitutional reform. They supported the position of the speaker when they were part of Congress. How come now, na senators na sila, all of a sudden, tumetenga yung constitutional reform? Nasa na yung posisyon nila nung congressman sila, bakit nagbago? Ilang attempts na po ito ng 19th Congress? 302 congressmen sent RBH 6 to them. But yung measure ni Senator Padilla, hindi man lang umangat sa committee level. So I'm trying to digest now, is Senate really sincere with changing, improving, and upgrading our Constitution? Because if they are, then they should have done it. And you know, itong mga fierce talks about power and politics, wala to. Wala to. Kasi kung talagang sincero sila, at ito, hindi lang Congress na nagsabi nito. NEDA chief na nagsabi, we need economic reforms. DOF has stated, we need to lift restrictions. Even the foreign community group of investors, we need to improve the economic situation in our country by restricting foreign direct investments. What other evidence do we need? So now I think it's really up to the Senate to prove to the Filipino people that they are sincere and consistent with their position.
Meron pa because yes, because we, pasensya po, kasi we have a committee on rules meeting every Tuesday, 2 o'clock. Sige, okay lang ba yung mga deputy speaker maiwan? Okay. So I can attend to the committee on rules. Kaya naman nila eh. Alam naman nila yung stand and house. Okay.
This is for everyone. This has to be asked for, I think. Regarding Senator, I miss Hillary. You think it's simply meant to be a hot jet job against the speaker? Yun kung kaya talaga ang punto nito.
It's hard to read the good senator's intentions. But my personal opinion is that it is a waste of time. It's not an academic because the COMELEC has already stated its position for the PI to stop. So I think we'd rather, well, it would be better if the Senate focuses its time and attention to RBH 6, if they're really intent and sincere to push for constitutional reforms.
Yes, I would like to echo the sentiments of Congresswoman Geraldine. Yes, it's a circus. I mean, buti academic na eh. Nag-rule na yung COMELEC kahapon and bang, suspended na muna yung signatures. So technically, yung People's Initiative, wala na. So I mean, why have a hearing? Diba? Why don't we move forward already? When this has been set aside, let's move forward with the Senate bill. Let's move forward with the House resolution, just so that we can push the discussion faster. Kasi another stumbling block na naman ito na ginawa ng Senate para umusad na naman yung discussion sa charter amendments. So I hope it's not a political strategy that they're employing to delay discussion on charter amendments, coming up with all sorts of reasons again to na di umano kaya ganito, di umano kaya ganyan. So sana sa akin, isipin na muna natin yung kalagayan ng ating bansa at pag-usapan natin yung talagang kinakailangan ng mamamayang Pilipino.
Tsaka kung napanood nyo, excuse me, kung napanood nyo yung start ng hearing, sila pakita lahat, si Speaker, no? Alam mo, si Speaker palagi pinapakita, yung PI, pero sa totoo lang po, no? Kami pong mga congressmen, congresspersons, during break, halos wala po dito sa bansa ang mga congressmen. Ako, like for example, ako, tumating po ako December 13, ay January 13 na. Pero nalaman ko na lang po yung mga signature na yun. Talagang yung mga taong bayan sila mismo nagpipirma. Number two, yung may gastos yung gobyerno, wala pong, ako sa distrito ko, ni 5, and other districts, wala pong humingi ng pera, hindi kami nagbigay ng pera. Lalong-lalo na yung pera ng kaban, wala po kami binigay dyan. Kaya ang ano ko po dyan, tigilan na po yan. Ang tanong ko po, ano talaga ang gusto nyo? Mga senador, mahal ko po kayo, kami po mga congressman, kaya we are co-equal, ano po talaga gusto nyo? Gusto nyo bang ipasa yung RBA 6 o hindi? Sabihin nyo lang po yung totoo para alam natin. Yung PI, naka-stop na po. Kaya kung pwede po itigilan natin to, puro yung pamimili ng signature ang pinag-discuss nila sa Senado. At ngayon, nandun si Congressman Marcoleta. Si Congressman Marcoleta, in-explain niya, during the time of Belmonte, si Speaker Belmonte, pumasa. During the time of Speaker Lord, pumasa. During the time of Speaker Romualdez now, pumasa. Anong nangyayari sa Senado? Dinededma. Yan ang sinabi ni Congressman Marcoleta. Ano ba talaga gusto nyo? Kaya pag si Congressman Marcoleta ay nagsasalita, sinisegue nila yung issue. Dinadala nila sa mga nakatakip na mukha. Doon nila binabato yung tanong. So ako po simple lang, ano ba talaga ang gusto nyo para matapos po tayo?
Actually, just to add no, to what SDS Dong mentioned, I was following the hearings in the morning. But when they started to control the discussions, when Congressman Dante Marcoleta and former Congressman Guido Garbin were explaining at pinuputol, hindi binibigyan ng pagkakataon makatapos ng kanilang ipinapaliwanag, ay sabi ko, tapos na ito. Wala na to, hindi na to para sa katotohanan. Iba lang hinahabol nitong hearing na ito.
Yes, JJ Suarez. Napapanood ko nga, paano nakakat. And I really thought there was this thing about interchamber courtesy. Eh, parang joke lang ko to, no? Parang ang interchamber courtesy only exists pag election time. Ba't kailangan tayo mga congressional districts? Joke lang po yun, ano ho?
Pero ako walang papasalamat kahit may word ka dahil dumating si Congressman Marcoleta doon. At least, nasabi niya yung side ng House of Representatives. Sige, tuloy.
So, ayun po, sana it's time to walk the talk. Yun ang pananawagan namin sa aming mga colleagues sa Senado. Walk the talk. Talagang desidido kayo dun sa constitutional reforms na nakasaad dun sa RBH 6. Eh, trabahuin na natin. Huwag na tayo mag-aksaya ng panahon. Make it happen.
Sir, doon po sa hearing ng mga pinakitang screen grabs, kung paano i-launch yung PI of signatures, can you please answer categorically kung meron na po ba talagang utos from the House leadership, specifically from the Speaker, about PI?
None at all. None at all. I mean, like, personally, my family and I were out of the country. Latter part of December up until the first week of January. So, walang utos po sa amin. Tulad ng isinasalaysay di umano sa hearing na ginawa sa Senado. So, I think that's some make-believe story that they're trying to for the past few weeks, the House has been quiet. We've respected their opinions and decisions, and some of their statements have been very hurtful for a lot of congressmen. Kaso na nakita niyo naman kami mga congressmen, tinanggap po namin yung tahimik. Kaso lang, hindi po namin, kaso lang, aaminin ko po sa inyo, nasaktan po. Kunyari, nung sinabi po nung ilang senador na hindi nyo pwedeng ikumpara ang Senado sa Kongreso. Bakit hindi? Eh, parehas po tayong bumubuo ng Congress. We're co-equal legislative branch. Just because ba they're elected national, mas mataas na sila kaysa sa amin. Minamaliit kami kasi distrito lang daw ang tinatayuan namin at nire-represent namin. at yung mga party list, sobrang linaw ng boto, hindi pwede kumpara sa kanila, pagmamaliit yun. At saka talaga, medyo nasaktan po ako. Misis ko party list, ako district. But of course, I'm not limiting my job and my responsibilities to my local affairs only. I look at myself as a national elected official whose scope is also the entire Philippines, not just my district. Yes, I may focus 70% of my attention to my district, but also a lot of my attention pertains to what is relevant to the country. So please, I mean, my dear senators, huwag niyo kami maliitin. Nakakasakit po yun. At saka yung mga ganyung statements, sinasabi niyo na po, that is what creates divisiveness. That is what creates discord. And that goes against the very nature of bagong Pilipinas na ipinaglalaban ng ating Pangulo na magkaisa at magtulungan. Di ba? Kaya sabi ko sa inyo, let the senators look at themselves in the mirror. You know, let's not talk about what's trending in social media. Let's have the hard discussions. Let's have the difficult conversations. Let's push for charter amendments, and let's move this country forward. Do you understand? My dear friends in media, baka isang taon pa. Number 8 na tayo sa kahulihan, ha? In Southeast Asia. Number 2 tayo sa baba. I mean, what do we want to do with our country? Right? Are we gonna focus on what's trending in social media, in Facebook, in Twitter, and in YouTube and Instagram? Or are we gonna talk about the real issues that we need to talk about as public servants? Diba? So I think, I just want to, of course, react on what SDS Don said.
Ako naman
Maski
natanong para
senador
sa
sila at congressman kami, pare-parehas lang naman. Huwag naman nyo kami sasabihan na nationally elected kami, distrito lang kayo, party list lang kayo, mas maraming boto namin kaysa sa inyo, apples and oranges. Excuse me, ha? Bakit? Pagdating ng kampanyahan, sa amin naman kayo lumalapit at humihingi ng tulong, ha? Kasi lang pag-analo na kayo. Iba na ang levels natin. Pare-parehas lang tayong Pilipino. Pare-parehas lang tayong anak ng Diyos. Diba? Dapat, respetuhan din tayo sa isa't isa.
Yes, Suarez, may